Um, Now, before we get into the TPM introduction, so I think it's important for you all to understand as to why you should be taking this TPM program from Skillgate, right? Because there are few other TPM practitioner programs or other TPM trainings being or the certifications being awarded by a few other institutes. So we want to let you know as to why you should be taking this program with us and what sort of credibility that we hold in terms of conducting these programs and what sort of a practical exposure that we all have gone through in order to take you through the body of knowledge of total productive maintenance or management. Okay. Can you all let me know before I proceed further which language you prefer to have this session moved forward? So you want me to conduct it in complete in English or in local language? um, you can just use your chat option. There is an option in Zoom chat. If you can just let me know which language you prefer me to take this thing forward, that'll be more helpful because I want everyone to understand what I talk here and before we move forward. Okay. Expecting the responses from the students in this forum. Thank you. I'll leave about 1 minute for you all to send me your inputs. So you can just mention English or both English and Sinhala. Unfortunately, I can't speak Tamil, so yeah. And by the way, when I say both, which means that I'll be not be repeating the same thing in both the language. It's like a combination of English and Sinhala. Okay, I'll go with the majority. I hope that's okay with everyone. Okay, I'm waiting for a few more responses because we have nearly now 40, getting closer to 40. Earlier it was 28. Now we have 10 more students have joined. Um, yeah. Okay, so I think it's majority of the students are saying I should do the session in English. So I'll continue to deliver the program in English language. Okay, I hope that is fine with everyone. But by the way, if you don't understand anything, something that I explain here, please feel free to reach out to me and just send me a message in the chat, not in the WhatsApp, but in the Zoom chat. So I'll leisurely, slowly explain the content that I explained in English. Okay. Um, just relax and let me introduce myself. I'm Kushan. I'm the chief facilitator for Skillgate platform. I'm facilitating for all sort of programs that we conduct through Skillgate and predominantly for the Lean Six Sigma program, but at the same time, the TPM program as and when required. Okay. But the chief trainer for the TPM program, the practitioner program, will be Dr. Tilina. Okay. So Dr. Tilina has also joined the program. So good evening, Doctor. Glad to have you here.
Good evening.
So let me take you through the operational excellence. I would say the welcome to your journey of operational excellence, because TPM is part of this whole body of knowledge of operational excellence. Now, before we get into the content of the TPM, let me quickly give you a snapshot of who we are, the skill gate, and our vision, mission, our values, as well as how we have evolved. So what we try to aspire is to become a leader in terms of transforming organization using operational excellence knowledge across all industries in Sri Lanka. Okay. And what we try to do is we basically try to empower all the students who join our programs with practical knowledge given by the professionals who are already practicing this knowledge, and uplift their skills and the tools we provide. And we provide tools in order to solve issues that they come across in the industries. And through that, what we try to develop is something what we call the operational excellence leadership. So that's something we want to drive in all students who join our program, operational excellence leadership. Okay, right. Now, we offer mainly three sort of key solutions or services to you all. We do consulting, and we do consultation for all sort of projects, like the technical projects, I would say, cost optimization to process optimization, automation, and if you set up a new factory and you want some guidance in terms of automation. So if the domain is known to us, we will be helping. We are not we are not very competent in the apparel domain, but if it is something related to the FMCG and the retail, we'll be happy to help. Okay, so we know our strengths, and we don't say we know everything. We know our strengths, and we would like to stick to those categories. But at the same time, even in the apparel sector, we have a lot of professionals who are working with us, and we can still help in terms of scaling up, in terms of process optimization, as well as in automation in that domain also. In fact, the Dr. Tilna is coming from both FMCG, and now he's working for apparel sector. Okay. In terms of course programs, we offer a diverse set of course programs and well focused, specifically designed and customized for industry requirement, and keeping up to date with the requirement coming in the industry. Okay. This is not a bachelor's program or MBA program, which is kind of outdated compared to today's context. We are always keeping our content regularly updated and keeping in par with the requirement coming from the industry. Okay, so that's what we want to really highlight. In terms of training, we do go to organizations. We train your teams, your supervisors to executives to managers to senior managers. We provide training programs specially designed for your requirement, which aligns with the operational excellence. Okay, so which aligns with the operation. So say, for example, we don't do training programs on, let's say, the sales, the how to do sales. Our domain is operational excellence. So we'd like to focus on that. But if you want to drive the excellence in the sales, and remove the waste in the sales operation, so we can do training programs. Okay, so we are specialized in the operational excellence, so we would like to stick to that, and our training programs are customized according to your requirement. We actually started back in 2020, about I would say 2021, because 2020 after COVID, it was not much of a happening era. So we actually started off our programs going on properly in 2021 onwards. So we are the organization which conducted the largest white belt, Lean Six Sigma white belt certification programs. We did about, I think, 5 or 6 programs in collaboration with the University of Sri Jayawardenepura and University of Peradeniya. And there's another one where there's a new upcoming program for the Lean Six Sigma enthusiasts. There's a Lean Six Sigma yellow belt program which we do with University of Peradeniya, but that is only for the university students. And for our program, we had, I think this is the largest ever the student intake for any sort of conducted by any training institute in Sri Lanka. We had about 300 plus students for the Lean Six Sigma white belt programs. Okay. Some of all memories from our the first students, for the first batches from Lean Six Sigma groups. And then we moved to, we started off with the white belt, and then we moved to yellow belt program, offering yellow belt program, upskilling them. And then we moved to green belt program. And then we started getting into organization and start training students or employees in those companies. And then we went ahead introducing new programs like advanced certificate in the industrial automation and control systems, delivered by the trainers who are skilled and competent in those domains. And then we had advanced certificate in manufacturing management program, which is continuing program. Still we have it. You'll get to see those programs for the new year as well. We'll be starting our ACMM program in a month or 2. And then advanced certificate in food safety management program, and then advanced certificate in Microsoft Excel, fully customized for industry application. Okay. And here comes the topic of the day, the TPM Practitioner certificate. We started off as a TPC. Now it's more of a 3-stage multi-layered certification program, which will be explained by Dr. Tilina. There are 3 layers or 3 levels in this program. the beginner level, intermediate level, and the practitioner level. So students can choose take the base level or the intermediate level, or complete the whole thing and get the certification as a, become a TPM practitioner. Okay. So that's up to the students. And we initially started off as an online training institute because of the COVID. But now we are a fully fledged training organization. We conduct physical trainings. These are some of the photographs from the students from our the yellow belt and the green belt and the black belt badges that we have. And for the TPM program also, you will be having some physical classes, that mean physical sessions as well. That means you have to come to our venue and take our lectures and the trainings. And at the same time, there will be more online lectures or online coursework going on. Okay. All our coursework are done through LMS, but the sessions will be delivered through the Zoom platform. Okay. And only the registered students will be enrolled to the or will be given access to join the Zoom platform. Now, this is a snapshot of what we offer as of now. White belt, yellow belt, green belt, and black belt. This is all relatively in Six Sigma yellow, the body of knowledge. And then we have another key program, as I said, the TPM certification program, 5S, and then ACMM, that means Advanced Certificate in Manufacturing Management, Advanced Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety, Lean in HR. And also there's a new program coming up in the coming months, which is called the Minitab Essentials for the Manufacturing and Quality Teams. Minitab is a statistical software. Probably you might have heard about the SPSS, which you have came across probably when you were in the university, which is more focused towards the academic work or the research work. Whereas the Minitab is pretty much, used in the industry because it has been customized in a way that the practitioners of the TPM or the lean practitioners or the Six Sigma practitioners, they can use it effectively to resolve problems and come to conclusions, come to statistical derivations using Minitab. So it's a very interesting tool. It's a software and where you can do a lot of analytics, statistical analytics. Okay. We are, and as I mentioned in the WhatsApp group, which you all in, there should be a reason you should be taking the TPM program from us, right? There are few other institute, not many. I think there are few other institute in Sri Lanka which offers similar kind of training programs. Now, while being very respectful to all this institute, because we are not an organization which goes on to say that this company is not good, we are the good, we are the best. I would say everyone is good. I'll tell you what are my strengths or the organization strengths and the trainers that we have, and it's students' choice to make a decision. Okay, so I think these guys are the best that we should choose. I'll tell you why we think that we are the best. Okay. We are actually, so before getting to that, I'll mention this part also. We have another customized program called the Spartan. It's a very effective power pack program, which is delivered by myself for companies. Actually, this is not only done for the organizations. We identify a set of teams. We develop the operational excellence leadership in the teams, which helps in terms of driving organization transformation through operational excellence leadership. Okay. So we call it the Spartans program, and it has few levels, and starting off with the beginner level, and then it goes to different very interesting concept. Comes with a Spartan theme. Right now, I come to the part where we discuss about the credibility of the organization, or I would say why we think we are the best in terms of delivering this knowledge. First and foremost, we are Sri Lanka's first and only Lean Six Sigma Institute to become recommended by ISO, that means to be certified by ISO under 21001, 2018 certification. So we hold that certificate. We hold that certificate for Lean Six Sigma program. Okay, so ISO certification, which testifies our processes, our examinations, our intake, the student enrollment process to the complete end-to-end process is being validated by ISO to say that we are in line with the standards that is being prescribed by ISO. Okay, that's one of the biggest things that you should keep in your mind, which translates to our TPM program as well, because the same practices, the procedures that we follow in the TPM program as well. The second thing is we are the accredited training organization of world most renowned certification body, international certification body for Lean Six Sigma, which goes by the name of International Association for the Six Sigma certification. So you can just use ChatGPT or Gemini or whichever, you'll find this name. Okay, so that it is the world's largest and the most popular and the most recognized accredited certification body for Lean Six Sigma. Along with there's another one called the ASQ. So both of these goes hand in hand. But I would say ISS stand above ASQ in terms of number of certificates and in terms of global acknowledgement. We are the accredited training organization in Sri Lanka. We are the only one in the country. The second one, the next thing is, and also I'm a certified trainer to deliver training programs for IASSC. I'm a certified trainer under IASSC. Okay. So I have sat for exams. I have got my certificate from them. The third one is the Sri Lankan part for International Lean Six Sigma Institute, Cambridge, United Kingdom. Okay. So again, we have another affiliation with United Kingdom, the institute called the International Lean Six Sigma Institute, ILSSI, based in Cambridge. So we are part of that. So you can go to these, the websites of this if you want. We can send you all the details, and you can find ourselves and our logo and the company details also listed under the accredited partners. Okay, which gives you an idea that now this gives you an idea that we are a local company affiliated with international bodies. So which testifies that our content, our certifications, our exams are in line with those companies, guidelines and the standards. So which holds that credibility. Okay, and also in terms of processes, we have been certified by ISO. Okay, so this is for students who have. I know that most of you have done your homework regarding the skill gate and our past programs. Probably you might have got some references from your friends or the colleagues. I know that, but I just wanted to give you a focused insights as to why you should be selecting the skill gate for TPM program. This is our team. So managing director to our program manager. So basically you will be interacting with our MD is Shermi. And then we have Harsha, who is the program administration manager. And then Nabil is the operations specialist. Probably you have been approached by Nabil. And going forward, when you enroll to this program, Harsha will be dealing with you all. And then Devni is our accountant. It's a small team because we are a training institute. We don't need much of overheads. We keep everything lean and short and very, very effective, so that we keep our programs running at a very affordable cost. Now I come to the part where you should be really focused on our trainers. So we have local trainers, we have international trainers as well, or other trainers who are from other countries. So Manish is one of my ex-gurus, I would say. We met at Nestle's. So I actually worked for Nestle about 7 years. I'll talk about my career later on. Now, Manish actually trained me on Lean Six Sigma. Actually, now he's heading the department called Performance, head of performance at IFCO. You can again, just search IFCO. IFCO is one of the largest, I think more than 1.5 billion US dollar company based in UAE. So he's there as the head of performance. And earlier he was the zone AOA focus improvement pillar leader for Nestle. And he's delivering programs for Lean Six Sigma. So then I come to myself, I'm Kushan. Actually, this is not my full-time job. I'm working as the CEO of Finagal Lanka. I think you might have heard about Finagal, where we make the sandwich bread along with the 350 odd products that we have. So I'm there as the CEO. And before that, I was working for Coca-Cola. I was working for Asian Paints. And I started off my career at Nestle's as a management trainee. So, and then I moved to Praveen, who is the lead facilitator for Lean Six Sigma programs. He's the head of operations at CBL. Dr. Tilane Yapa, who will be your lead facilitator for the Lean and TPM program. He will be the person who will be delivering this TPM practitioner program. And currently he's the senior manager of Ansel. But at the same time, he was the head of TPM at Heineken Lanka, the person who actually did the TPM rollout at Heineken. And at the same time, he was the anchor member or the steering committee member of Nestle for TPM rollout. I worked with him when I was at Nestle as well. And at the same time, he was the main person behind execution of TPM deployment at Coca-Cola. I'll come to why Coca-Cola is very important when it comes to TPM, because there are only 1 or 2 companies in Sri Lanka. I think only one company who got the Excellence Award for TPM from JIPM. That is Coca-Cola. So Tilina is one of the key members who led that project. So deploying TPM, it takes years, I must tell you. It's not an easy task. It takes years, and especially to get it accredited by JIPM, which is the institute in the world to give the accreditation regarding the TPM deployment. So Coca-Cola went on and got the Excellence Award back in 2015, and the certificate was awarded in 2016. So you can find this information even in the internet, right? So I think Tilna will be sharing more details when he starts the content. So Tilna was a very hands-on, and he's a person who deployed TPM in all these multinationals, I would say, the Nestle's, Coca-Cola, and Heineken. He was the person who was fully responsible for the TPM deployment. And now he's at Ansel, doing the same thing, and along with a few other responsibilities that he holds there. Right. So then I come to Darshana, who is joining us from Australia. He's a lead facilitator for the ACMM program. And then we have Dami Gyasapala. He's a facilitator for the Lean and Statistics. He's a senior statistician from the Department of Census and Statistics. Then we have Sunet Kotutanna. He's a director supply chain at Hemas, worked for different companies like Coca-Cola, Unilever, the Fonterra, and at the moment, actually, he's at Asian Paints as the national operations head. And then Chatura Pandigama, he's the country head supply chain of Domino's. Vinoy Jayashanta is another trainer with us, assistant general manager R&D at CBL. And then Anudh Jayatilaka, he's the factory head of Unilever CT factory. And then Yuan Madhimuni, he's the CEO of Maliban Sellers. We have Eranga Hettiarachi, HR manager CBS, for our lean in HR program. So that's the team that we have, the trainers who's going to who are delivering training programs with us already. And these are some of the snapshots from our recent convocation we held for the 2024 students. We had the convocation back in 2025. Our new convocation starts on, commence on this year, April again, for the students who got certified in 2025, especially for the Lean Six Sigma and the Black Belts. And going forward, the TPM students will also be enrolled with the same convocation, and where they will be getting the TPM Practitioner certificate at this ceremonial event at JetWin Colombo. So having said that, this is a quick snapshot about the organization. Now I'll move on to the content, or rather why TPM is important, as to why you should be doing TPM program and how it's going to help you in terms of accelerating your career. So now when it comes to TPM, TPM was actually originated with the very strong influence from Toyota Production System. So there is a very strong influence came from Toyota, because as you all know, Toyota system helped a lot in terms of shaping the thinking behind the TPM. Okay, now Toyota Production System was something that was developed internally by the company Toyota, back from 1940s onwards, I would say, where they came up with very fascinating set of concepts, which transformed the organization to be very cost effective and make very reliable vehicles. I think most of you are aware by now that the Toyota vehicles are very reliable compared to other manufacturers, and that's why that is why they have been the world's largest automobile manufacturer, even up to date. Okay, the size of the company, if you take this 3 times the size of Sri Lanka's GDP, right? So our GDP is around 80 US dollars, and actually the annual revenue of Toyota Lanka is about 350, I think. So just Google and see. I think it has crossed 300 billion US dollar mark. So you can imagine the size of that company. Now, so Japanese Institute of Plant Maintenance is the institute which was initiated back in 1964, mainly under the umbrella of JMA, which called the Japan Management Association. So where they wanted to kind of bring some of the practices that was practiced in Toyota and create a kind of a knowledge body, or body of knowledge, and let it be practiced and validated, let it be practiced by other companies locally. That means in Japan and also in overseas. So the Toyota's production philosophy, which was especially from people like the Taichi Onos, these are very prominent names which you will come across if you're going to study about Toyota production system. Taichi Ono, he's an industrial engineer, pioneering member in the Toyota production system. And so the concepts brought up by those professionals or the industrial engineers strongly influenced the JIPM thinking. So JIPM is Japanese Institute for Plant Maintenance, JIPM, which came up with the certification model, or a certification criteria called for the TPM deployment. Okay. And what they did was they took the examples and the practices from Toyota mostly, along with the ideas and the concepts, which was validated by a few other engineers, and under the umbrella of JMA, they prepare a very nice comprehensive body of knowledge called TPM. And they let other companies to practice. They train people, and then they let others go to the company, to their respective organizations, start deploying TPM and see how it works. For the companies which practices and get the results out of it, they gave certain accreditation levels. So excellence is the highest level that you can go. So back in 2015, 2016, Coca-Cola Sri Lanka got the Excellence Award, which means to say that they have practiced the TPM tools and techniques and obtained the results in return by deploying them. And the level that they have achieved was excellence, or the excellent level. So that's the whole JIPM and the TPM connection. So why I actually brought JIPM, I'll tell you why. Dr. Tilna will explain further. Our course content for TPM is actually designed in line with the JIPM, the body of knowledge. JIPM, they have came up with a framework for TPM. So similar kind of, the framework that we have used for developing this TPM practitioner certificate. Okay, so we can proudly say, if you follow our program, you will become an excellent TPM practitioner. And if you really deploy it in your organization, it will help you getting even the similar level of accreditation from the JIPM. But the execution is very has to be done in a very disciplined manner. It's not easy, but we will ensure that you will get the right set of knowledge, because we have the practitioners who have done it in large organizations, not in small organizations like the Coca-Cola, Nestle's, now at Heineken. So Dr. Tilne is the one who will be delivering this program. So all our Skillgate programs are delivered by full-time working professionals. None of these professionals are lecturers. These are all working professionals who are actually keeping themselves up to date with what is going on in the industry, so that you will be receiving very strong insights and some practical insights as to what's happening in the industry. So that is the speciality of Skillgate, and as to why you should be selecting Skillgate, okay, along with the accreditation level that we have. Now, so that's what I would like to highlight about the TPM program. Now, before I hand over the session to Dr. Tilina, let me share another screen which gives you an insight about the basics of TPM. Okay, I'll give you a quick brief about it, and explanation on a few pillars. So as you can see here, I hope you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Lakmal. Now, TPM has something called pillars, right? So whenever you talk about, when you go through this TPM, you will see, we call it body of knowledge. හැමලෙම body of knowledge කියලා කියන්නේ knowledge set එක. කියන්නේ MBA එකක් කියලා ගත්තම අපි කියනවා නිකන් course work එක නැත්නම් body knowledge base එකක් තියෙනවනේ. අපි කතා කරන total knowledge එක අපි කියනවා body of knowledge කියලා. So similarly in the TPM body of knowledge you will see there is something called pillars. Pillar එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මේ වගේ කණු කියන එකනේ. Pillars basically stands for group of people and set of knowledge. Okay, so TPM comes with different set of pillars and different set of body of knowledge combined into one framework. So under TPM, you will find very prominent set of pillars. We call it autonomous maintenance. Very peculiar words. Huh? Don't worry about these names at the moment, because going forward, you will become very familiar with these things. Autonomous maintenance, plan maintenance, safety, health and quality. That's safety pillar, quality pillar, early management pillar, right? And then education and training, focus improvement pillar, lean office pillar. So likewise, there are a set of prominent pillars, or lean value stream also. So prominent pillars which comes under this whole, so lean value stream actually kept separately. So lean office. So these prominent pillars comes under this TPM body of knowledge defined by different organizations. But under JIPM, mainly you can find AM, PM, early management, education and training, SHE and quality, predominant, and the focus improvement. So we call them pillars, the body of knowledge. Okay. Now with that, I will hand over the session back to Dr. Tilina, because he's the right person to take you through the actual knowledge base of the TPM. But today he will be explaining you the layers that he has defined in this TPM program, and to which level you should enroll. It's up to your decision, but we all encourage you to become TPM practitioners. So my advice for you all: get the full program, not just the awareness program or the foundation level program. Do the complete program, become TPM practitioners. Okay. So with that, I respectfully hand over session to Dr. Tilina. Thank you, everyone. Do you have any questions before I wind up? All right. So I'll see you guys in a physical training program, most probably, and hoping to see you all enroll into the TPM practitioner certification program. Okay. With that,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. My pleasure. See you guys. And signing off, Dr. Tilina, over to you.
Right. Thank you, John. Now, yes, I'm Tilina. So I'm the head of business process improvement and Sri Lanka. So overlooking like both plants, Sidu and Vietnam. Now, I'm telling that it's a unique journey, right? If I to share my when I stepping into industry, Coca-Cola was my first like the place I started my career. And it's like more than a workplace for me. I got a lot of exposures, lot of new things, lot of achievements, right? And it's a win-win situation, I must say, right? So the organization itself, as well as myself, with the entire team, we grow up to like pretty much higher levels, right? So with that, I think that was the starting point, and then I moved to Nestle, like started work. Actually, Kushan myself, we both of us were there at Nestle, and then I left Nestle and joined Heineken Lanka, situated a beer factory. I think you all know the world, the Europe #1 brand, the world #2 brand, Heineken. So I was there and I joined as a TPM manager there, right? And it's like about another 7 to 8 years there. And then I joined Ansel. But from Coca-Cola to Ansel, it was a unique journey, I must say, that I did not like change my focus. Actually, it's not the focus, it's my passion, right? It's my passion of like implementing this nice concept, exploring these concepts, applying these things, supporting, consulting, and see the change or see the transformation of organizations as well as the people, right? So if you give me another 2-3 days, I can introduce or I can like share my experiences about implementation, right? Challenges we faced, how we overcome them, achievements and everything. But in this limited time period, I must say that there are ups and downs. I know, right? But with those challenges and everything, I was able to like uplift these organizations up to certain level by applying these nice concepts, right? So it's not about my career in terms of my like academic level. I recently achieved my PhD as well, and I got masters and some certifications. But most importantly, I'm a JIPM certified TPM instructor, right? I'm specializing autonomous maintenance step 4. I think it's only 2 Sri Lankans. You can find only 2 Sri Lankans who got this specialized training, TPM autonomous maintenance aim step 4 instructor, right? So yes, I got it. I certified it got the certification when I work at Coca-Cola. But it's like at Coca-Cola we were able to like have the JIPM consultation, right? So having JIPM consultation for TPM implementation is a a big task, big deal, right? You need to spend pretty much of money as well as you can't just like ask JIPM to come, right? You need to set the ground for that, right? So JIPM visit and consult, provided that you have a strong foundation of TPM, right? So that I think we established that foundation and we improved organization into a certain level, and then they just like accepted our invitation and came, right? So it was a very unique experience, unique learning journey with them. I never forgot that golden era with these consultants, right? Most of them they started their careers at different organizations in Japan. Most of them were like at Toyota, right? Where they like started this innovative thinking and everything. So as Kushan mentioned, they once they achieved their objectives, right? After Second World War, we all know that Japan like it's like collapsed in every shapes economically. and they are like technologically and everything, right? Industries were like impacted hugely. So that was their, rising from ashes. There's a term called rising from ashes, where they did not fought back, but fought with technology, fought with these nice industrial concepts, and develop unique but very impactful concept piloted at Toyota, right? So that's how they started these concepts. That is why most of us got these concepts from Japan, right? So that's about myself, a small brief, and for sure, when the course moves on, we'll get to know, and for sure, we must understand, get to know each other as well. So from day one onwards, we'll do it, because networking and have these circles are the most important thing for industries, right? So yes, this is my footprint, right? There are many places I have worked, visited, as well as trained. So not full. Sometimes I may forget. I just prepare this slide today, but for each of these companies, I visited Toyota, and I got a lot of trainings from Toyota. Krones I visited for factory acceptance test, right, for bottling machineries. But other than these two plants, rest of the plants, I think I added some kind of value by applying TPM, right? So as you can see, a lot of Sri Lankan industries, as well as some international industries, influenced by myself, by sharing, training, consulting, mostly TPM related things, right? Nice concepts, ideas, tools, and techniques. So TPM refers to total productive management or maintenance, right? So if you Google, if you surf the internet, then it's a TPM referred as total productive maintenance, right? When you heard the name maintenance, right? So quickly your mind will connect with a department. So that is none other than maintenance, or the engineering department, right? So initially, total productive maintenance mostly connected with this maintenance department, and sometimes it's not 100% dedicated for maintenance department. There are many things which other departments can apply or copy with pride, but because of this term maintenance, most of us thought that it's belong to engineering department, right? And then with time, it evolved, and then with lot of additions and everything, now it become a management, total productive management, where most of the department are gelled together, right? So you are now going to explore this total productive management, in other terms, maintenance concept, where and it's not limited to maintenance department. So that's the most important thing I need to share on the very first day. This is not only for engineers, right? If you go into details, there are human resources department essentials, there are safety department essentials, right? Tools and techniques. There are many quality tools are there, and then engineering for sure, and then production department. We have a lot of pillars, and then project management side, and then finance or procurement, some kind of administrative works departments. So most of those departments are included here, right? Which I mean like the insights, the learnings and applications are applicable for those departments as well. So in my opinion, based on my this expertise gained throughout these almost 2 decades, right? I must say this is a unique exposure for anyone in the industry. Whether you are like having like manufacturing, right? Or service industry, whatever the industry, if you are like serving, or if you are a business person, or if you are running a business, or if you belong to a certain department, the learning this TPM will open up a massive range of other opportunities, right? So I don't want you to like change your positions, but let's say you are a production executive or quality executive, right? So if you analyze your routines, right, most of them related to the department, right? So if you are a quality executive, you have certain quality department responsibilities, most of the responsibilities. And other than that, you have like a small amount of responsibilities from other departments sometimes, right? Maybe safety, maybe maintenance, whatever. But learning TPM, total productive management, this tool, this concept will open up almost all department functions. I must say you can you can give insights, you can give tools and techniques, you can share your knowledge with other departments as well. So that's the beautiful one, right? So if you limit yourself to a certain department, from now onwards, after getting this TPM knowledge, you can give your insights to other departments, irrespective of your departmental knowledge, right? You can propose some tools, you can propose some ideas, you can propose some techniques to other departments as well. So this is a multi-department disciplinaries are there, right? So Kushan mentioned this, the same TPM structure. So these are the key 8 pillars of TPM, right? So you can see the strong 5S foundation, and on top of that foundation, we are going to discover 8 pillars. I told you most are like representing departments. Here, autonomous maintenance, it's more towards production department. You are going to improve the partnership in between machine and the machine operator, right? Plant maintenance is more towards engineering department or maintenance department, where you going to improve the partnership in between mechanic and the machine. Focus improvement, irrespective of the department, it's focused almost the entire factory, entire site, entire business, and gives you sophisticated, simple, complex, many problem solving tools, right? Where you can apply and reduce or eliminate a waste. Quality, from the word itself, you can understand it's mostly quality department. But here, look at the term quality maintenance. How you are going to maintain quality. So that is another beautiful technique, right? It's not quality assurance, it's not quality control, but quality maintenance. Early management is more towards new projects, new equipment. So suppose you are going to purchase a new production line or production facility or a machine, right? Or you are going to launch a new product, right? So how you are going to do it within a shorter time period and deliver the expectations within a shorter time period. Let's say you are going to invest on a machine where it gives you 1,000 bottles per hour. From the very first day you install the machine, most of the times it gives you half, maybe 500 or 600. But eventually, with the time, it reached to the maximum output. But early management pillar, by applying early management concept, you can reduce that time to reach the highest level and take the maximum from the very first time period of implementation. Training and education, another very important pillar where you look at human resources aspect, right? And how you improve the capabilities, skills of your employees. So we are going to understand about training need assessment, how to find a skill gap and how to cater it, right? And everything. Safety, for sure, all of you know, but safety in TPM, we have a step approach where you ensure the behavior side, then unsafe activity side, both sides, how to improve for a safer culture. TPM in administration, last but not least, the 8th pillar, focus on administrative works and how to make them more efficient. So, these 8 pillars, after getting understand the tools, techniques and everything, you will be masters of, applying techniques, applying TPM tools, right? So, for the organization, most of the organization, almost all organizations are looking at waste elimination. They need their employees to think zero losses, think about zero losses, act on zero losses, make them zero, right? So, to have that, they need TPM practitioners. They need people who know these TPM tools to eliminate those waste. Sometimes you know the waste, but you have your own way of eliminating the specific waste. But TPM gives you the standard way of elimination, how you going to form a team, how you going to select the correct tool, the correct problem solving tool, and how you going to sustain it. So there are many things inside these 8 pillars. Any questions, students? All good? So irrespective of the department, මේ හැම department එකකම ගොඩක් දේවල් අපි මේක ඇතුළේ ඉගෙන ගන්නවා, right? Quality, right? Then mostly engineering and then plan. But don't think that we are not going into deep, insights, but at the surface level. So suppose you are in human resource department. So but after understanding these nice TPM concepts, you will look at in a different angle about problems. And you know that you can influence a team to solve that problem, to reduce that waste, right? So in TPM, we are looking at zero wastages with 100% involvement. Zero wastages, zero accidents, zero breakdowns, zero quality rejects, zero breakdowns due to training, lack of training, right? zero time to, process something in administration, zero accidents, right? Zero consumer complaints, zero raw material wastages. So likewise, there are many opportunities in the industry. So as a TPM practitioners, industries will look at you in a different angle where you will become an asset, right? You have a certain amount of problem solving weapons, right? So end of the TPM practitioner certification, you will get to know those weapons, and then you start seeing opportunities to apply. So that's the beauty of this nice concept, right? So now in our TPM learning, right? You can find, as you are aware, the 3 stages, right? And these 3 stages fully align with Japan Institute of Plant Maintenance, JIPM, TPM. They are the originates of TPM, right? So it's fully aligned with their JIPM concept. So after having this, you become like JIPM aligned TPM practitioner or an expert. So in TPM fundamentals, you will have a good understanding about 5 ways. The history will touch, and then autonomous maintenance pillar, steps 0 to 3, then safety, education and training, and then in TPM intermediate session stage, you will get to know about more steps of autonomous maintenance and planned maintenance pillar, then quality maintenance and focus improvement, and then TPM advanced level, we'll understand about the TPM administration, office TPM pillar, then early equipment management pillar, about the TPM governance, and then in autonomous maintenance advanced pillars, steps 6 and 7, plan maintenance advanced pillars, advanced steps, and a small insights about next gen TP. So that is also one unique thing you will have in TPM advanced level, where one of industry expert will share his knowledge about integrating digital, like these IoT opportunities and digitalizations, AI things with these TPM learnings. So these are the 3-stage TPM learning journey. So doesn't matter, you like select whatever the stage, but to have the full set of TPM, I recommend you all to like start from fundamentals and go for advanced level, right? So where you can have the full like content of TPM. So throughout these steps, we'll we'll have multiple ways of learnings. We have physical sessions, we have a lot of case studies, we have a lot of visual illustrations. I got a lot of videos, pictures, right? It's a whole lot of knowledge, right? So I'm really keen to share those things with you, right? So very soon we'll start, right? And I think we almost finished more than 10 badges, right? Most of the TPM practitioners are there in the industry. I'm getting a lot of good feedback about my previous course participants, the way they face challenges, the way they handle waste stages. So yes, right. So join with me, Kushan and entire our trainer pool, to have a very unique learning experience with TPM, right? Any questions you want to clarify further? What are the issues? Understand karana tawa? Anything?